Well, hello everyone. It is Tuesday, and I am bringing you a layout about BAB. Surprise, surprise. Um, this is one of my favorite pictures of him because he does this in order to de-stress. He lays down watching TV and he will put the remote between his chest and his nose. And if he's not doing that, then he puts his arm like over his head, so he has weight on his head, and his arm is heavy. He's a big bab. So it's just a very strange way to decompress, but that's nonetheless how he does it. So this title is justifiably being BAB, although that's not the actual title on the page. It's the title of the layout, if that makes any sense. But I took some of that beautiful paper, Proof of Travel, I believe it is, and that's by Painted Passport, which is Webster's Pages, and also Pink Paisley's Page Evans number 6 is the background. So, and then there's some scraps I'm just going to fiddle with. And I love that background, by the way. I think it's just, I love the colors, I love the design. And I think that I had a lot of little scraps that were gray and had some little pinks. And so it was a good way to use up my scraps for the layering. And yeah, the layout came together very quickly just because I, you know, really enjoyed the picture and being able to use these little scraps up. So here I am fussy cutting the word love out of this Project Life card, and you'll see me add it to a cut apart that I added a little banner to out of another cut apart. And so I'm kind of fussy cutting those items together and making an embellishment. And you'll see me cluster on top of that as well. Some of the Memento ink is London Fog is the name of the color. And so I just want to distress some of those edges like I did my scraps and layers under the picture. And I really like how that little layered up tag looks, or 3x4 if you want to call it that. I do end up popping up that this is all that matters, this right here, and that's probably a 2x2. And I'm not sure that this washi tape actually makes it. I don't end up liking it. I think I end up pulling it off later. So, oh, I do have Bing Bab on the scrapbook layout. I just now realized that. I'm looking at it, and I actually did add that as the title. Those wood veneer that you saw me temporarily lay down there, those are drying over to the side. I end up spraying them with some dilutions in slate gray. And then I add a little 2x2 from Crepe Paper Notes and Things, and then also add this frame on top of that other 2x2 that says this is all that matters. And I don't know where my frames come from usually because I just throw them all together in one little container, and that's how I keep them organized. I want to say this tag is what's really shiny gold, and I think it's from Maggie Holmes or Dear Lizzie from a really old collection. And then this long tag that you see, the banner tag, it is printable from Wilma Furstenberg from a while back, and I just ended up making it into a banner tag, and I'll add some of my favorite little cotton DMC floss there and make it look like a tag. And that was just thrown in my scraps as well. I do end up putting that that branding strip up at the top. That's just an old Amy Tan. And as you can see, all of these grays really go well together. I'm pretty much a monochromatic scrapper in a lot of ways. I may pull in an accent color but more or less I try to stay kind of close to the same color. So I may have like a gray that has a lighter gray or a darker gray or a silver or something that, you know, enhances that gray. But that's kind of the color scheme I'm going with here. But I do have a couple of little bits and pieces of gold. Those thickers were called Fancy, and I think you'll see me pulling those wood elements here in a minute. Oh, I'm cleaning off my desk. Yeah. So got some more of those crepe paper notes and things, which is that little binder clip looking embellishment. And then all of those little wood elements dried. And I'm going to end up just adding some glue to the back of them and gluing them down on the page. And part of those wood veneers are some really old Studio Calico letters, and I managed, even though I had very few left, I managed to actually make the words being BAB. So I'm kind of fussing with placement, and that's one reason why I didn't remember where I put it. But I'll end up switching those glasses and the words, and that's their final place that they stay. The My Guy and the glasses in the number 1 are from the Goodfellows collection, and I got those from the Pink Camera. And I don't know if you know, but I'm so sad because the Pink Camera isn't having an online store anymore, so that kind of breaks my heart. But she's on to other endeavors, and she's enjoying them very well, so I'm glad she's happy. Everybody deserves to be happy and be creative in their own way. I'm just kind of figuring out what to do with this camera wood veneer here, and I do end up thinking it needs a little something extra, so I'm going to grab one of those little heart punches that I always have. I have a bowl with a bunch of those hearts punched out because it's my favorite little heart punch, and the Die Cuts with a View glitter stack always has a color that I've punched one of those hearts at that'll match anything. So a couple little hearts added to the side there, and a few splatters to finish it off. And I'll end up doing my journaling on the back. But I do hope you enjoyed this layout, and if you did, could you give me a thumbs up? I'd appreciate that. And I will have still pictures for you, and I'll do a slow-mo here in a second so you're going to get a closer look at the detail before the still pictures. Yeah, there we go. You can see how pretty that slate gray Delusions. Delusions is so opaque. That's one thing I really love about it. Like, I didn't have to spritz those wood veneer very much at all. Oh, and I forgot about the little mustache. That comes from the Goodfellows as well. And so that's pretty much it, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I'll have another video up for you very soon, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.